What happens when the woman the world sees as a superhero is quietly fighting battles no one can see? For millions of viewers, Lynda Carter was the face of strength. She spun across television screens as Wonder Woman and made the impossible look effortless. But away from the cameras, the real fight was just beginning. Her story starts far from Hollywood glamour. Carter was born on July 24, 1951, in Phoenix, Arizona, into a family shaped by two very different cultural roots. Her father was of English and Scots-Irish heritage, practical and steady, while her mother carried Mexican and Spanish ancestry that stretched back generations. Growing up, Lynda felt caught between identities. She was taller than most kids in school and constantly teased for it. Classmates even called her olive oil, comparing her to the lanky cartoon character. Imagine hearing that every day as a teenager. It hurts. And yet, that same height would later become part of the powerful presence that made her unforgettable. Music became her first escape. By 1966, at just 15, she was already singing in a Phoenix pizza parlor for $25 each weekend. Not glamorous, just a teenager with a microphone trying to prove she belonged on a stage. Soon she joined a band and began performing regularly, building confidence one small audience at a time. Those early nights mattered more than anyone realized. They taught her how to command a room, even when the room barely cared. Then came an unexpected turning point. In 1972, she entered a beauty competition almost on impulse and ended up winning Miss World USA 1972 at just 20 years old. Suddenly the girl once mocked in school hallways was standing on a global stage at the Miss World competition in London, competing against 53 women from around the world. The spotlight had finally found her. But success didn't come easily after that. She moved to New York to study acting, chasing auditions while slowly watching her savings disappear. By 1975, her bank account had dropped to $25. She was close to quitting and returning home. Then the phone rang. She had beaten more than 2,000 other women for the role of Wonder Woman. The show Wonder Woman made her one of the most recognizable faces in America almost overnight. Yet fame came with its own pressure. She faced harassment on set, struggled to escape being typecast, and quietly battled alcohol addiction that began in her 20s. Even after the show ended in 1979, where the emotional weight remained. Behind the scenes, she sometimes hid bottles around the house, trying to mask the pain while the world still expected a superhero. Then another crisis struck. Her husband, attorney Robert Altman, became entangled in the massive BCCI banking scandal, facing charges that could have meant decades in prison. The stress nearly shattered their family. When he was finally acquitted in 1993, the relief was overwhelming, but the years of pressure had deepened Carter's private struggles. Everything changed in 1998. Her husband confronted her about the drinking and urged her to seek help. That moment became the turning point. Carter entered treatment and began rebuilding her life piece by piece. By 2008, she had been sober nearly a decade. And here's the surprising part. Her second act turned out to be just as powerful as the first. She returned to music, released the jazz album At Last, and found new audiences performing live again. The lesson hidden in her story is simple but powerful. Real strength isn't the ability to stop bullets with bracelets. It's the courage to face your own struggles, admit when you need help, and keep moving forward. Because sometimes the greatest heroes are the ones who fight the battles no one else can see.